Hello, everybody. It's 10:25 p.m. As I start this, was hoping to start a little bit earlier, but I set up a new light, which turns out I don't really need. Um, but at least I don't know. At least I have it, I guess. But I almost have a bit of buyer's remorse because I don't really need it. But it does help. I'll show it after. I'm going to start with puzzle streak first, though, of 36 before I play any games. I forget yesterday if I played any games. No, because I didn't finish the puzzle streak yesterday. That was atrocious. Yeah, so hopefully today is better. I'm a little bit more awake than yesterday. And so what? I'm a minute in here. Let's get going. I think everything is working fine. Testing volume. Okay, 1 minute in. Let's get started. Black to move. Now, I see that we have this check and then another check, but what a hard start. What a hard start here. So we have rook a4, king g2, king b2 rather. Oh, then we could take the bishop. Okay, that's hard for the first one. We can take the bishop and then we have this skew. No, wait, sorry. Yeah, well, first we take and then we take the bishop here. Okay. Okay, this should be a mate. This should win the queen. We should have a mate in 2. You can do it either way. Might as well take the pawn. And this wins the bishop, which was defended by the knight. This wins the queen, which was hiding behind our bishop. We can give a check and then take the knight because our rook will be protected, or at least not under attack. And this should be winning material. And his rook is on prise. I can take and then I think knight d7. Knight d7 here. I win the knight here. Win the queen. Really not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, boys and girls. I do not see the move. I can take on c7, but it's not good enough. It's gonna have to be good enough. I don't like that puzzle. That's a bad puzzle. Okay. I should be able to just take and then take the queen and then I can take the bishop. And it looks like a mate in 2. And a mate in 2. Oh my god. Okay, well, so rook g5, rook f, or rook g6, rook f6. And then I win the knight. That's actually tricky. So rook g6, rook f6. Right, I take, and then I go queen d5, and I pick up the knight. But that'll still only be, I'll be up 2 pawns, but this pawn is pretty dangerous. This is tricky for sure. Take. I think it's this check. Oh, but I also take with check too. I'll take it with check, and I'll be up a pawn. I'm going to look at that one with the engine, but I think that's underrated. Hello, Master of the Mystic Arts. How's it going? Yeah, that's underrated. Yeah, that should be higher than 1400. Okay, moving on. But I'm doing very well. I'm making good time here. Queen looks trapped. This wins the rook. We are black. So can I not just go rook e6? I don't see why this wouldn't work. And there should be a mate in 2 here, I think. That's just a mate in 2. And this check. Where's the follow-up? Is this mate here? It's not mate. But he's got 1 square, and then it's going to be mate. Yeah. And he abandons the queen. I could take and then here, but then he always has f3. But if he does go f3, then I can go queen c5. So takes, queen takes d5. It's possible he sacks the exchange here, but he'll still have similar issues, but he's kind of okay there. This one's tricky. Yeah, because I was looking at takes. But this rook e4 is a very tricky move. If he doesn't play rook e4, then what I was going to do was after f3, I was going to go queen c5, and we pick up his other bishop, and then I'll have 2 minors for. I'll be up a minor piece, but I'm already down the exchange. But I guess that's still beneficial. That's certainly tricky. Yeah, take. And then again, if rook e4, knight takes, d takes. Yeah, I mean, that should be enough. That's very tricky, though. Yeah, and then it's queen c5. I'm going to look at this with the engine after. But so this is what I saw pretty quickly. That's underrated. That is definitely underrated. But this rook e4, I think, is... You have to assess this. Oh, but I guess I just take... No... But then, and then I have the check here. Okay. But that's still underrated. For 1500, that's tricky. Okay, moving on. Why can I not just play a7? And I'm making great time, I have to say. But a7. The only thing I see for black is rook d8. And then I might have rook d6. You know, if he plays rook a8, I take the bishop. I'm not sure about that. Where it would be up a pawn. Technically, that should be winning, but is there not an easier way? Is there not an easier way? I don't think there is. I think it's a7, rook d8, rook d6. Rook takes, sorry, and then rook a8. Yeah, and we take the bishop. Or we won't take this because then he's going to lose this pawn too, and then that is a bring. So he's going to take b takes a6. We're up a pawn there, but I'm going to go with that, but I am kind of skeptical because that's not an easy win. Yeah, it's, oh wait, so yeah, it does it this way. This is again underrated. This batch of puzzles is all underrated. Because this is, as I was saying, this is not so simple. Or yeah, here. This is not so simple. Black can still be put up quite a defense here. So that gets a downvote for me. Yeah, these are underrated. And I'm doing a good job too. Okay, so I'm thinking we could win the exchange. No, wait, we are down a minor piece. Ah, we win the queen. We can take on f8 and then a deflection. Wait, but he can go king g7. So I changed the move order. But which is what I was looking at the beginning. But we're down too much material here. See, we're down too much material for my liking. It's possible that that's still good because he can't move. You know, he can't move his knight. Excuse me. That's the only thing I'm seeing is bishop h7. Bishop h7, king h7. Take. Just the two rooks. Yeah, but as I say, he can't move anything. Like he can't move these pieces. So it's very awkward. I think I'm going to go with that, but I'm really not 100% sure. But I'm going to go, and I'll look at it with the engine after. I think this is again, and these are all underrated, man. Oh my God. Yeah, it just ends there. That's really hard to assess, but you know, black can't move anything. Yeah, just so this is exactly as, you know, I assessed it correctly. And let's say that he doesn't even move the king. Let's just say I don't know. Let's say he starts to try to break here. Yeah, since black is paralyzed, we can just double up, and I guess that's the plan. Yeah. I don't hate the puzzle, but it's just underrated. It's just because there's no way that 1600s are accounting for all that. So I guess a borderline thumbs up. Okay, moving on. Okay, so equal material, we can look at the most forcing line. And that looks just very good, period, just because we have a knight and a queen, and I can take on e6, but I'm sure there's something better. Can we do something like this? I'm really trying to get a fork in, but there's no immediate forks. There is knight c. Oh, this is the move, knight c6. Oh wait, but he's check. He's got a check there. Okay. Yeah, it's probably taking. And then I do like queen e6 here, because his checks are meaningless. He gets one check, and then he's not stopping me from just honing in on g6 there. So I take on d8, queen e6. And he has no way to stop that. Another underrated one, in my opinion. Yeah. These are so underrated. Okay. We are black. So we just trade everything. I mean, come on. His king's way too far. And but I am doing very well. I'm making great time. 17 minutes, or not even 17. Okay, so so we're down a rook. But we have 2 pawns for the rook. Can I actually give a check here? Ooh, this is going to require some calculation. So queen f2, rook f2, rook f2, king e1, and then this is not quite mate. Check. Okay. So queen f2, rook f2, rook f2, rook e1. Ah, wow. Then I go rook f3 mate. So queen f2, rook f2, rook f2, king e1, rook f3 is mate. Or rook anywhere down the f file is mate. And if king g1, then knight f3, king h1, and then rook h2 is mate. Very nice. Very nice. I'm on the ball today. Okay. I can trade queens here, which would not make much sense. Oh, I've got queen a1. So if I start with bishop, if I start here so that his king doesn't run away, and he goes to the corner, then queen a1 is just going to be mate in 2 moves. And so therefore white needs to go king f1. and then it's still going to be mate after queen a1, bishop e3. Yeah, that's going to be mate. So, okay. I'm just, yeah, looking to get in on the king there, but my pieces are very awkward. What about rook f3? Because then I've got rook f7. So rook f3, if, I don't know, say queen a6. Actually, I could then win the exchange. I'm not sure if I would want to do that. But probably that's good. And I can probably do that no matter what black does here. I think I'm winning the exchange. To me, that's good enough. Black has a lot of play there still, but that's got to be the move. Rook f3, and he just takes it. Okay. So we have a check, only one legal move. And then do we have a patient move here? No. Oh, we have a discovery to start though. So double check, my favorite tactic. There's king e3. King d3, I mean. And our fun looks like it ends there. Okay, I'm going to look at all the double checks first though. There's only one more. And our fun seems to end there as well. Okay, it's possible it's not a double check. Oh, I just win the rook. Okay, that's terrible. Yeah, because I'm always looking at double checks first, but we just win. We are down the exchange, but we will pick up the rook for free. So, yeah. Okay, queen looks suspiciously placed. I wonder if we can trap it. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Okay. Well, let's hunt the king then. No, there's no way we're getting in on that king. Oh, the rook is undefended, so we can just take the bishop and take the rook. Like it will be undefended. So we just remove the defender. Not sure if I heard thunder or I'm hearing something outside. Oh, weird. Okay, sorry. That was distracting. So knight takes d3. And then I take this and... Okay. That was concerning sound. Okay, we are black. Yeah, I'm doing great, but nobody's watching. So sad. Then again, can I blame anybody based on yesterday's performance? No, I can't. Yeah, I think it's just rook a4. Looks good to me. Nearing the end. Making good time. And I think we just take the bishop. If he gives us a check, we can just defend on D1. So we do it with the rook. And next up, let's look at the most forcing move, and that looks to be correct. Mate in 2, just verifying. But that's just a mate in 2. Last one. Really made up for yesterday. Well, I haven't got it correct yet, but I think it might be C5. Back rank issues. I think it's simply C5. I don't see why that wouldn't work. And I'm just going to take it. Okay, did it in 25 minutes. Not bad. Not so bad. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Certainly made up for yesterday. 25 minutes is not too bad for 36 on Puzzle Street, in my opinion. Ah, that's quite a workout, though. Every session, 36 every day. Oh, man. That is work. But now I can play some games. Yeah, nobody's here. Nobody's here. So even though nobody's here, I'm going to unveil my new lighting system. So I've got a light in the corner, which I think I showed yesterday. I think I did. And then I have a new light here, which I just set up before the stream. So first I'm going to put the light on in the corner. So it's off now, on now. And then I will turn the other light on in the corner, same corner. Okay, and then I'm going to turn on my new light. Okay, that's very bright. And I don't know how distracting that'll be. I'm going to lower it a little bit in intensity and brightness. Yeah, so that's the new lighting. I'm going to do the before and after. I'm going to turn these on and off again, so as quickly as I can. So that's it without the lighting. I mean, it's still pretty good, right? Compared to a lot of people, a lot of streamers lighting, right? It's not bad. And then, so this is before, and then this is after. And then let the camera adjust here, there. So I don't know, is it too bright? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Might be too bright. Of course, I can change the color of everything as well. Maybe I think that might be a little bit too bright. I'm gonna lower the background a little bit, right? Yeah, that's better because it's still better with it on. Maybe not. Might not even need that one on, which would be good because I would prefer to put that light in the living room because my living room and my new place is just pure black. It's so dark. So maybe I don't need that one. It brightens the wall a little bit, but this one on my desk seems to make the bigger difference. Again, I'll turn this one off. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but I could make it brighter, but it lights up this side of my face. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to play a game now. It's been a while. Been quite a while. Well, it's been 2 days, but that's a while. And here we go. Rapid. Yeah, no viewers today. Friday night. People have better things to do than watch me on a Friday night. How dare they? Okay, so chess. Did we remember how to play chess? I should stop the cropping of the screen. So this Baudelaire attack that a lot of people play, and it's totally solid and fine for white, but I actually don't have the greatest track record. Okay, so this transposes, or it can transpose to a Sozin. And I could play either a6 or e6. They'll both transpose of d4. I could pre-move. Yeah, and we can still transpose into it only if I play a6 though. If I play bishop e7, we won't transpose into it, but it's still a totally fine position. Okay, I think normally I play bishop e7 there. I'm going to play a6. I'm wasting a lot of valuable clock time. Okay, so now we just have a non-Sozin position, although it's still very similar. I can't play d5 because taking requires attention. So I will capture, and then I think I will castle before things get too out of hand. And my opponent playing quite quickly. We played before, and who won? I did. Okay, that's a good sign. Now I could go knight fd7, or I could challenge him here. I could also go queen c7. But then queen c7 has bishop f4. So I think I'm going to challenge him immediately. And he might still play bishop f4, or he might play f4. But I think long term that will weaken white's king too much. And yeah, so I have this light facing the wall. I had it facing me before, but it diffuses the light facing it in the corner of the room, and it's so much easier to look at. It's very, very nice to look at from my periphery. Yeah, that was kind of expensive, that light. It's funny because the streaming light, the smaller light in this direction, costs like 40% more than this light, which is a whole standing floor lamp. Okay, opponent disconnected. I'm sure he'll be back. But yeah, the lighting in my new place is so depressing. Okay, he is back. Okay, and he did play f4, and I think that's going to be weakening for him long term. I don't think I want to capture, because then his rook is playing. So he's playing well though, overall, but I don't think f4 was great. So how do I continue? Maybe queen c7 now that bishop f4 can't be played. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So now I'm threatening knight e4, knight e5, and so he protects it. The logical conclusion. I could attack it again, and then he could try to defend it again, but this makes sense to me. So let's do that. And then maybe b6, so I can play bishop b7, and he does defend it again. And I do think I'm just going to play b6. Now my light squared bishop is a bit of a monster, as they say. And we're also helping secure c6. I think I'm playing very well. My opponent's playing pretty well too. I feel somewhat sharp tonight compared to the previous two nights. I did have a nap today. I don't know if that's a reason why, but yeah, he's playing well. How do I improve here? Maybe knight e8 and then f6. No, that this week it was too weak here. What's the move? What is the move to be played? Hmm. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing great. Okay, I think rook e8. Just opening up the f8 square, it's a great pivot point for my pieces, and then helping to control the e-pawn. But it's kind of a slow move. So I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I think that's kind of weakening because h1, right? I could take and then queen c6, for example. So like take queen c6. He might have knight d4 there, and it gets a little complicated. Yeah, why is he playing so solidly? How dare he? I don't know. Improve the other rook. It's kind of lame, but I don't know what else to do, and I don't want to waste time. So that's what I'm playing. I'm trying to play more pragmatically here. Is it time to take this knight? All right, he has to be captured with the pawn. And then what? Knight d5? That pawn is quite strong though. Aggressive. Yeah, so takes is forced. I don't know if I need to be doing it. So and then queen c6. He might just take my knight. He might just be okay there, right? Takes. Because this check isn't quite mate. Oh, but it will be. Then I have bishop f5. No, my bishop is gone there. So he might actually survive that. Hello, surf. Hello, surf. Oh, yeah, this. I don't know. I mean, that would be the only option. Or otherwise this knight d5 thing again, but. Okay, my time is ticking. I'm gonna take. I could also just be brave. Maybe I don't take them. Maybe I go knight d5 first. I don't know what I'm achieving with that, but then my other knight can maybe play. Maybe that's not so bad. Let's try this. Let's try that. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that other line is almost good, you know, where I went bishop d5 and then queen c6 and let him take here and then check, and it's almost winning. That was almost winning. Actually, then I would have had this check. And then, oh, that might have been winning because then he has to give up the queen. Yeah, that would have been interesting. I didn't have to, I needed more time to calculate it fully. And that also assumes stuff. So, you know, instead of knight d5, had I gone bishop d5. Anyways, that's long gone. So this is dangerous, I think. I think that this is losing because he can take here twice. Look at that. So we have to take with the queen. Important. I think that was a big trap there. Had I taken him with the rook, I think he just takes there twice. And then we had back rank issue. Wow. Okay. So g4 is weak. I could almost play e5. All these moves require so much calculation. So e5, there's f5, which I'd rather not see. I could trade, but I don't know how much I like that. This attacks his C pawn. I kind of like that, actually. I could almost go queen c6, and then I have, this is a real threat. Okay, so queen c6, and then if he opens it up, okay, I'm going to go queen c6 first. I'm not sure if I should have played knight b4 first, but I'm down to 3 minutes now. Actually, I just had I could have won a pawn there. Oh, I would have done that. I could have just removed the defender. I could have taken on c3 and then just queen a4. Although then rook a1 wins this pawn. But then I come back queen c6, and then he can't take it because of mate. So there was an opportunity there. Yeah, I could have traded knights and then taken on a4. Oh well, that opportunity has passed. So this threatens mate, and it opens up his bishop, but it also helps destroy his dark squared bishop. And more importantly, I just don't know how he's defending my threat. I don't think he can defend it. I think this just wins on the spot. And that's why I said before, this f4 was dangerous long term, right? I said that. And then he, okay, so maybe it's not mate. I might have been celebrating too early. He found the only defense. Damn. Almost had him. Hello, chess with Dave. I'll read your message after, but yeah, I'm running out of time here. Okay, we're going to trade, and I'm going to trade everything because my bishops are better than his. And so I can always bring my queen back to c6. And that's my plan here. So I don't know what he's thinking about here. He only has one move. And it's strange that he's thinking. I guess he's just making sure that there's nothing, but there's nothing there. So I'm giving up a tempo here just to get his rooks off, because as I say, my bishops are better than his, I feel, because they're pointed at his, well, both of my bishops are pointed towards his king, whereas his dark squared bishop is not doing anything against mine. That's one difference. Okay. And then, yeah, and then I'm just going to go back in on this diagonal, which was my plan. And I think my plan is perfectly sound. Now, I could have won a pawn there. I could have won a pawn if had I traded queens. But I'm hunting the king. I can come in here now. And we will try that. I think he has to play bishop e1, and then I'm just, yeah. I really like how I'm playing this game. Like, honestly, I'm pretty sharp today so far. Because he's playing well. Apart from the f4, I think he's playing very well. So yeah, okay. So I think I'm just going to take the pawn. Let's not get fancy. This is not the time to get fancy. And yeah, no, I honestly, like, I'm very happy with how I played this game. So if king f1, I guess I'm taking b2. Hello, Chicken Loves Pepper. I don't know if I have better. Probably not. Probably not. So we just keep it simple. And yeah, I give myself an A+ on how I've played this game. But it's not over. So what's he doing about this bishop? C4? That's what he's thinking. Can he get away with it? I don't know. That might be too many pawns for him to give up now. I might make the trade now. Might be time to make the trade. Okay, we'll do the trade, but this is gonna be some work. I'm up like 2 or 3 pawns. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm up 3 pawns here. And we're going to do a little bit of hunting. A minute 40 though. This is my real battle. I actually had this check which doesn't do anything, but okay. So Can I just trade here? Probably. Is it? But let's get the king active. That you can't go wrong with that. A minute 35. I'm very stressed about the clock here. Also, this bishop is dangerous. I'd like to trade off his dark squared bishop, if possible. He can't move this anywhere right now, so he doesn't even move the king. Interesting. So I'll just keep moving up my king. Yeah, but he can't move. So this is actually a decent option. But then, okay, Lichess is going to restart in 9 minutes, by the way. It always restarts into shortly into my stream, because the servers are in France, and no, that doesn't make sense though. I was going to say it's not prime time in France, but it probably is prime time in France, so I can't even blame that. Yeah, got some viewers now. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't do anything. Let's just bring in the king. Just bring in the king. A minute 26, and I want the game to finish before Lichess restarts. So I'm stressed about that. Now, I could have went for this, but I'm just I'm not moving the game forward by playing bishop g5. So just want to get the king in. And I don't know what my next move is. I guess I should plan it. I think I'm just going to go here. Yeah, there we go. That's a target. So that's my plan now. And it looks like he might let his time run. No. Yeah, so let's just get in there. And I think it's time for him to resign. I don't know what he's doing. It was a nice game, okay? I'm not going to say well played, because he should resign. He should have resigned before. Okay, but I like how I played that. I'm very happy with how I played that game. I thought I played very well. Oh, yeah. As soon as he played f4, I said it out loud. I said, that's probably weakening of his king. And then he got very aggressive, and I didn't do anything too fancy. Just tried to improve my position slowly, and then he created too many weaknesses there. Chess with Dave says, when tired like the other day, it's best we don't stream. Yeah, but also if I don't stream, I mean, I hadn't streamed too often recently, so I didn't want to neglect the stream too much. So I sacrificed my rest to get some activity on my stream again. Okay, so let's analyze that game and use this time before Lichess restarts in the next 8 minutes to analyze. Yeah, so this Bodler attack, which people insist on playing, and I can't fault it because it's solid, but it's just not ambitious. It's just not ambitious for white. And I offered a transposition into the Sozin, which he declined. And we just get a normal position. And f4. I just think it's long term too weak. I don't think it's like a mistake, but I think it's a slight inaccuracy. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's like a drop. It's like a maybe 35 centipon, possibly 40 centipon difference. Yeah, so I just start putting pressure on this knight. Improve my bishop, and yeah, here I was looking for better ideas, but I couldn't find anything. So just rook f8, creating pivot points on f8, and just helping to control a future file. Again, I thought this could be a problem for white. Improve the other rook. Here, like I was considering this queen c6, but I didn't quite see this as being Yeah, I didn't see the knockout there, so just improve the other rook. And here I thought for a long time as well. Yeah, this move, perhaps more than any other, I was struggling to find a way to improve. And made some trades. I played queen c6. Yeah, I think knight takes c3. I saw afterwards. I think this would have been good. And then if he plays rook a1, I have queen c6. So I would have won a pawn there. Yeah, that definitely wins a pawn. And then I really like the following moves because it showed a lot of restraint. I think I traded rooks here, even though it cost me a tempo because, in a sense, because I'm giving up the file. But my logic was that my bishops I felt were better than his. His king is a lot weaker than mine, and my queen is better. And I can always just go back to c6, and he can't do anything about it. So I really liked that I spotted all that, and I just come in here and took my time. And well, this is just completely winning here. And yeah, so a nice game. Like, my moves weren't like brilliant, but I just like overall how I handled the game. Patient and nothing fancy. Okay, Lichess is going to restart in 3 minutes, but we're going to check it with the engine if the engine will work. This is kind of a bright spot on my wall there, right? I should put something there to dampen it. The lighting a little bit. Or change that way that bounces. I don't know. Okay, it's running. And I'm going to open up CPT while it finishes. CPT being chess software that I use to keep track of my openings. Yeah, Lichess is really slow right now. Okay, so it's finished, and it said I made 4 mistakes. Wow, some of them were notable. Well, I guess, I mean, they're mistakes. They should all be notable. So, yeah, so I'm just going to look at this in CPT. Give me 1 second. Getting a little hungry. I don't have a whole lot of food in my house. I guess I don't live in a house anymore, but in my place. Okay, so yeah, I do have e6 as my move. And what did he do here? He castled. Yeah, and I do have this transposition offering. Yeah, so this is all good. Although this is interesting. Here I have knight bd7. And I am going to run this with 4 lines. And last time I ran this with Stockfish 13. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Actually, no, I'm going to run that with 5 lines. Because castling isn't even in the top 4. Yeah, it's about 5th best. Now it's not even, yeah, it's barely in, it's hovering between 4 and 5 right now, bouncing between 4 and 5. I mean, it's fine. This is what's it called? Picking hairs, splitting hairs. It's like a 20, maybe like a 15 to 20 center pawn difference between castling and knight b7. But yeah, there's some difference. knight b7. Okay, so castling, if castling, there's d3, queen c7. Okay, I'll look at that more on my own. I'll try to figure out the difference. Yeah, because currently it's only depth 29, but there's about a 20 center. I mean, 20 center pawns is nothing, but it is curious to me because, yeah, castling is just so natural here. Okay, so yeah, if I look at it at what's this engine here, now in the database, the Lichess database, yeah, you know, castling is the move. But second, yeah, people do play knight b7. So what is the difference? So castling allows d3. If we play knight bd7 and then d3, we're just taking the knight. So white has to do something with the knight. If he plays, let's say, rook e1, I guess we can just take it off immediately. And if he defends it, let's say queen e2, then we castle. So what's the difference here? Because the queen does play a babysitting role, whereas if we castle first, and then d3, and then knight bd7, there's bishop f4. So maybe that's the difference. Maybe knight bd7 first does not allow, or doesn't make efficient a bishop f4. That might be the difference. Castling, because yeah, d3, and then we can't, I don't think we can prevent bishop f4. Right? Knight bd7, bishop f4. And then we don't get this control, which is kind of annoying. But again, the difference is so minor. And depth 31 now, it's only like a 14 center pawn difference. But I think that's the difference. Knight bd7 first, there's no d3 bishop f4. So I'll put that in my notes later once we verify it. Super minor detail. So f4, I estimated it might be like a 35 to 40 center pawn difference. No, computer really dislikes it. It's like it's one, or 100 center pawn difference, like a full point. Now it didn't like queen c7. This was one of my mistakes. It wants me to take it, but I didn't like that. I didn't want to open up white's rook. But I missed queen d4. That's no excuse. Okay, that's not my camera. This is my camera. No excuse there. I don't know how I missed that. Getting a little cold. Yeah, that's sad. No wonder it's full point. Okay, I definitely should have taken that. So that puts a big dent in my game. And then this was all good. And yeah, g3 was a blunder. It's just too weakening on this h1 a8 diagonal. Now even better was the computer does want this after all, and I certainly looked at this. Is actually mate in 6, but I didn't see it. I looked at all this. Oh, because we don't give the other check. Oh, I missed. I didn't see queen h2. But that's. So do we have bishop g2? No, wait, what's the difference here? Oh my god, it's like a triangulation of the queen. Oh, I missed all of this stuff. And then, oh, we just take the, yeah, I missed that. I missed queen h2. Okay, so that would have been winning. At least I saw the idea. And then, but I am still winning here. It just wasn't the best. And then, yeah, the best is to take on c3, which I saw right after I made my move. And so I traded. I guess better was I could still have taken the pawn. That's funny that I didn't see that at all. It's because I was so fixated on this diagonal. I wasn't even looking over here. I could have just taken on a4. Even better is rook e3, which is interesting. And honestly, I was looking at sacking the exchange around here at some point, but I was, yeah. So what's the idea here? Oh, because this rook will be undefended. Wow. Yeah, this one would not have been easy to play. I would need a lot of time to really. Wow, what a move, rook d3. Because the rook on d1 is undefended. Okay. And yeah, this was all good. Did I make any other mistakes? Yeah, there's one coming up. Again, I could have taken on a4, but this is hard to pass up. I don't really care about that one. Wait, was that yeah, that was the last mistake there, but you can't fault me for that. This is still winning. I don't need more pawns. Yeah. Okay, so I did not play perfectly. Just to recap the mistakes here. Well, first of all, in the opening, kind of interesting, knight bd7, a subtlety, but stops bishop f4, I believe. And then here, I totally missed knight takes e5. There's no excuse for that. And then on move 15, yeah, I missed that. After this, I had queen h2. I missed that. Yeah, those are kind of the major things. The other stuff was nothing. Yeah. Okay. Lead chess is going to restart in 1 minute, so I'm going to wait for it to finish, and then I'll play another game. Ooh. Oh, that's... Where's that light coming from? Here? Why is it bright here? Like, why is... It's because it's bouncing off of this wall? I have no light. Why is the light coming? Is that from my... That might be from the ceiling. That might be from the ceiling. If I think that's coming from the ceiling. I almost need to turn that off. Let's see. I think that's the ceiling, eh? Oh, that's the ceiling light? Damn. Because I can't really do much about that. Then I could turn the backlighting on. Could do that. It's kind of intimate. But that light I'm planning to move. Oh, that's unfortunate that that's the ceiling light. That's definitely the ceiling light. Let me confirm by turning off this one. Is that contributing to it? This one here? No, and it's actually gone now. Oh no, it's still kind of there, right? No, that's not contributing. That's just that's the ceiling light. Oh man. That sucks. Oh man. Maybe I can change the bulbs to like LED dimmer bulbs. I wonder if that would work. Because I don't want to have to get like some umbrella. Okay, anyways. I'm going to turn this one back on. Okay, so lead chess restarted. I'm going to play another game. Sorry for all the lighting stuff. Yeah, I am getting hungry again. Okay, so I have a 2009 opponent and he aborted, which is good because I was hoping for somebody a little bit higher. 2152. There we go. Was I? No, I was black last game. Carol Khan, don't mind if I can. I don't even know what that means. I don't have, yeah, I'm getting hungry. Getting hungry. It's distracting. I think I'll make some fried rice after. The thing is, my rice that I have tastes weird because it's old. Like it expired. It expired 4 years ago, well, fortunately, there's not too much of it left. But I don't like to waste food. Okay, so all theory, it's basically mainline. It is mainline. And just making sure I don't screw up. Yeah, this is all theory though. 15 moves in. And I think, is it Queen C7? Yeah, and I think it might be G3. Possibly C4. No, I don't think C4. I think it's G3. I think you can also maybe play Rook H4. But what am I doing with G3? Oh, maybe King B1. King B1. You can't go wrong. Okay, I'm going to go King B1. And then I'm back to having to make a decision. I kind of like Rook H3. This is often a thing. And I still wonder about C4 being a move. C4, C5. No, I think we can just take there. So yeah, it might be C4 here. I don't want to waste too much time trying to remember. Yeah, I think I'm just taking. I think I'm just taking there. He might be able to take either way, but probably bishop takes C5 is better. And now maybe G3. What about Queen E5? There's F2 hanging. I still kind of like Rook H3. Yeah, so maybe Rook H3 or G3. But then G3, I don't get Rook H3 later. But I would have Rook H4. So G3 is still possible. I could also go Bishop E3. Offer a trade. It's not terrible. But he might just pass the move back. I think that's a hard one because I really like Rook H3. I've played this type of thing in the past because I love this idea. Maybe I'll go for it. But then this knight needs to, yeah, because I'm not 100% sure about that. I could go this route, but this is the quickest one. Is it the quickest though? Because this knight needs to move. So this is still a thing, maybe. I'm too in love with that idea, but there's also G4, which is ambitious. I'm wasting a lot of time here. My God. Okay, I think I'm just gonna, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna play this. I wasted a lot of time there. I can't help it when it comes to theory. Ugh, because I'm so enamored. Is that the best word there? Maybe. It's not bad. But I'm so enamored by the, trying to remember it all. The deeper I go into theory, the more intriguing it is, or the more I want to remember. Okay, so I still like G3 and Rook H3. I still like those ideas. But but then he trades. See, so then it's a little awkward for me. So yeah, we can't do that now. Okay, since I'm low on the clock, I'm just going to trade everything now. I'm just going to trade because now a draw does not, yeah, so we can just trade. Oh, but then H5 falls. But then I've got this 4, I have this, and then it's still, yeah, anybody's game there. Okay. We're going to do it. Yeah, because I was trying to remember theory, and I invested like 3 or 4 minutes trying to remember, and I couldn't quite remember. And so I'm just going to go for a draw now. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to win, but what I'm saying is, so I'm just making moves that lead, that are drawish. And the reason I'm doing that is because I spent so much time trying to remember the theory, and my reasoning to just play equalizing moves here is because I'm a lot lower on the clock now, so I don't want to really delve into, I don't want to try to find small, tiny improvements when I don't really have the time to do that, if that makes sense. I already tried to do that once out of the opening, and I couldn't find it. I should have pre-moved this. So that was my chance to do it. Yeah. So if he takes on H5, he lets me take on F7. Possibly I could go also Rook D7 there. Not sure. Okay, yeah. So he can do this, and then okay, I'm going to take it, but there's Rook F8, and then that gives him perfect compensation, ample compensation. And yeah, well, let's not spend too much time on that. So you can take on H5 now, but then I've got this check, and it's probably equal there. But then, no, I mean, that's got to be equal, but it's scary. He might go for some other discovery. It's a good move. I've got King C2. Helps me activate a little bit. Okay, so let's go after this pawn, or maybe Rook H. Oh, he wants to get in there. I guess I could take it on G4. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then G4. I don't know how long I can keep this pawn though. It sucks to not have, it sucks to be kind of hungry and not really have food in the house. As I was saying, I was thinking about making fried rice, but my rice is funny tasting and I don't really have, well, I've got some, oh, that's another problem. I haven't unpacked all my seasoning. So that's a pain. And it's too late really for me to go out and pick up any food. Everything's closed now. It's midnight. Okay, I think just bring in my king. He wants to come in here. I should have been thinking there that whole time instead. Okay, but first of all let's dominate the knight, and then so when he kicks this one out, I don't have to worry about g4 anymore. And okay, and then well we have to move the knight. I can give a check, but then is there something? I mean, I only have two options here. I might as well give the check. So his king is getting very active here. I could attack this pawn. Actually, this is a fork. So let's go for that. His king gets super active though. I mean, this could really bite me in the butt, but his pawns are fixed. His G pawn is fixed. So that might end up working equal still though, because his king is just going to vacuum up my pawns. I considered playing g3 first there, and maybe it was better. But I had to make a choice. Okay, so now we take the opposition here, so we control the king. I guess he can come in this way though. I wonder if I could almost take there in some cases. Okay, so I can attack this pawn. I think I will go backwards. This was interesting as well, but I'm just helping his king get closer. And yeah, so I can grab this, and then my pawns should be faster than his. Do I want to try defending it? Maybe I should. This is so hard to pass up though. But yeah, I wonder. The thing is his okay. Okay, I'm going to bring in the king. King has to move up eventually anyways, so but yeah, that was a tough choice to not take the b pawn, because he yeah, but I wanted to defend this. So but now he brings up his knight, and it's going to take him a while though. Okay, yeah, it goes there. Here we have the fork, and this is going to be too much for black. It should be too much for black to deal with. And it's not easy for him to attack this pawn. He has to go to, well, he's got 3 ways to do it. So it's going to take him 2 moves to get there. But meanwhile, I'll get the H pawn. I'm threatening here anyways. Hello, the inner circle. And yeah, we're going to take this, and he'll resign here. He gets his pawn now, so which way to go? Actually, yeah, it might not be over, but I'm gonna go this way here. So if we do trade off knights, it'll be over. He goes there next move. Can I make a run for it with the H pawn? Right, because he takes here, and then he should be too slow there. Ooh, it's close. It is close. But yeah, let's get this off the edge of the board. So H pawn moves, and yeah, it's hard. I think he can stop it, but then my king is going to be over here, and that's what I'm hoping will be the difference. But yeah, about 2 or 3 moves ago, I do wonder if there was something more convincing for me. Like one of the king moves I made. I forget where it was. But I mean, this should be winning. Now, is he going to let his time run? I don't think he will. Okay, so he gives me a check, and I think... Yeah, let's go here just so he doesn't move the knight up with check. And this shouldn't change anything. If anything, this is even better for me now because my king is even closer to the A and the B pawns. And yeah, and his knight is farther away. So this is a worse try from black, I think. Because his knight's just, what's it doing here? I don't see how he's stopping this. So yeah, something I've learned over the past couple years, maybe longer, but just knights are just terrible at stopping rook pawns. You know, rook pawns will just fly away from a knight. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at that game from the beginning. And we have the Carol Khan. Oh yeah, this is, oh god. So I do this every time. I play a theoretical opening to like move 17 or farther. Then I forget. And I spend so much time trying to remember just because, I don't know why, but I just like to keep the ball going. I like to go as deep theory as possible, and I'll spend half my time trying to remember the next move. And then I get into time trouble. I did somewhat limit how much I did that this game, but yeah, I couldn't remember the exact move. Anyways, this is all theory here. Still theory. And then, yeah, so first of all, Queen C7, like I've had this position 1 billion times and I couldn't quite remember. I know that Rook H4 is like a computer idea. I was tempted to play Rook H3. C4, I think we don't really want to play unless provoked in most cases. G3 is very thematic, and it might be the best move here, but I'm trying to remember why we play it if we can't play Bishop F4. But I think there's still something, or it's just like long term, I think having access to F4. So, because I just didn't play it partly because then I don't get Rook H3 anymore. And yeah, and I just couldn't play it when I didn't see the point of it. But I won't be surprised if G3 is the main line here. But also in these types of positions, you can't go wrong with King B1. It's like, it's always a useful move. So I did ultimately just play King B1. He castled, and then I played C4. So I did just finish saying I don't play it when unprovoked, but there's a bit of a difference here because he did castle queenside. So if I can open up lines towards his king, yes, it opens up lines towards my king, but there's also this hook on C6, which makes it even weaker than mine. So yeah, I played C4 here. And yeah, I took to open up his king. Spent a very long time here on Bishop E3 because again, moves like Rook H4, Rook H3 were interesting. Then I considered like Rook C1. There were so many moves here to consider. I think I considered Queen E5. But yeah, I played Bishop E3. Then I traded everything because at this point, I spent too much time and I just wanted to... I wasn't ambitious to win anymore. I just wanted to make moves so I didn't flag. And well, we won a pawn. Now I know that this was his plan because he thought Rook F8 would give him play, but my knight protects the G4 pawn. I think he overlooked that. So I traded and then played G4. And then, so yeah, so here I didn't have a whole lot of time to dedicate. I was considering b3, but I mean, it's probably good. But it might be slow, right? Because his king marches in here, and now I might be a little bit too slow. So, yeah, I did this, brought in my king, and, well, we saw how this went. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at that with the engine now. And I'm really curious. Okay, somebody ran it already. But I'm curious what theory is there. So I made one blunder, a big blunder. Well, all blunders by definition are big, but I mean, this is from +3 to equal. I'm really getting cold here. I put on my sweater, but it's really ugly. Hello, Silver Sun. You joined late. You missed a good stream. This was a good stream. Even though it wasn't. Oh, there's 7 people watching. I better not converse too much. So, where was I? Oh yeah, looking at it with the engine now. But yeah, just really got cold here. Okay, so yeah, this is all theory, blah blah blah. And so what's the magical move? So it is G3. It is G3. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see. So this is all theory. Move 15. So G3. Oh wait, sorry, that's not Master's Database. So King B1, which is what I played. So yeah, both King B1 and G3. But I need to make some note here because I don't understand. I don't understand G3. If anybody understands G3, let me know. Inner Circle says restricting the darts per bishop. Just stopping bishop f4, you think? Stopping trades? Possibly. Is that a threat? I don't know if that's a threat. That might be maybe equalizing. But if king f1, like bishop, yeah, I guess bishop f4 is a move here. I'll look later. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna look if there's any annotated games in ChessBase in this position. Actually, I can't do that right now. No, I can do that. So did we just change the way to copy the fen? Like, do I have to go to board editor to copy the fen? That's dumb. I have to say. Yeah, okay, that's dumb. So I gotta copy the fen here. And I'm gonna put that. Oh, I don't have ChessBase open. Let me open it up. I rebooted my computer. Oh, where'd my thing go? Yeah, rebooted my computer earlier today, so ChessBase closed. Okay, just give me a second, because I'm curious if there's any annotated games that explains what G3 is about. I suspect there's not. Otherwise, I'd probably know it already. There's only one annotated game. And there is, okay, so there is a note here from a game from 1999, but it's only after King B1. After King B1 here, it says, this is a usual prophylactic move, securing the king from surprises on the C1 to H6 diagonal and defending against taking on A2. But yeah, it doesn't say anything about G3. That's a shame. And in this position, if I filter it through my filter, there's not many strong players. The most notable name is Robert Byrne, but is that the same Byrne that played Fischer? I'm not sure. Anyways, there's no notes here. So going back here, Yeah, so if we made some random move, like a3, maybe there's better alternatives there. I don't really know. I mean, it's possible it's to stop bishop f4, but bishop f4 doesn't really seem like a huge threat. And I'm trying to find some innocuous move. That's a word, right? Innocuous? It sounds weird now because of the Oculus Rift, but innocuous is a word. But right now it's sounding weird coming out of my mouth. Innocuous. Innocuous? Oh, there's no L. Okay. Yeah, I thought it sounded weird. Innocuous. Oh, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Oculus Rift, and then it modified the word for me. Yeah, innocuous. Innocuous. Okay. Oh man, why is it? Yeah, I'm really upset about this. I go to all this trouble setting up all these studio lights, and then I find out that my overhead, my ceiling light, gives me this like burning light right on my forehead. That is so annoying because I can't do anything about that other than shut off my ceiling light or salute. That is frustrating because it's not this one, right? If I turn this one off, yeah, that's not it. It's definitely the ceiling light. Oh, so frustrating. What a waste. It's almost a waste of money. And I could put the corner lights on, but you just get this burning spot. But I'm probably just obsessing over that right now. Okay, sorry. Back to the game. Yeah, so I played King B1, which is the main line. And he castled here, which is the main line as well. But the computer actually does like bishop f4 here as well as an alternative. Yeah, I'll have to look into that more in myself. But sorry if I'm obsessing over this. This is really small. Like we're talking about 10 cent upon deltas here. I played c4, which is again is the main line, but there's a lot of ways to play, right? Rook h3, rook h4, as they say, are really fun. And I took, and at first glance, this is not in the top 5, but it seems to be okay. But it looks like it might not be the best try here. Rook h4 again, which I considered. So if I mute the class, when I turn my head to the computer, it goes away. When I do that, it's still there. It's not too bad though, right? It's not too bad. I don't think... If I turn this direction, it's better. It's not that bad. Yeah, I think it's because I set up, I spent today and yesterday setting up all these studio. I wish, can I show, I could move my webcam, but I'm a bit nervous. I'm not going to get it in the perfect spot. But like I got this set up, right? I just set that up today and it's pointing at the wall to diffuse the light. And then I've got this in the corner. That light looks like a flying saucer. Whoa, I got software popping up. And then, so I've got all these remotes for these lights and I set it up. So, and then I realized that the overhead light is giving me this white spot there. Yeah, I got that tip on Reddit to point it to the wall because I had it facing me, but then it's hard to focus on the screen because you got this blinding light staring at you like a photographer doing some professional shoot, and it's distracting because you just got this burning light. So I face it backwards against the wall. It bounces off the wall and it perfectly diffused. It does not hurt at all to look at it. It's very soft light, way softer than like an overhead light. It's perfectly soft. Okay, so I did kind of screw things up by moving this. Okay, should be good enough. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, really getting hungry and it's very distracting. I am going out tomorrow to buy some food. Oh, that's the worst thing, you know, because it's too late to buy food. I don't have much food in my house, and it's because I can't sleep on a empty stomach. Um, yeah, sorry, it's in the back of my mind. I can't stop thinking about it. Anyways, I took. Apparently, there were better options here. Rook h4, bishop c3, a3. I don't get. That is strange. In the Masters database, though, everyone plays bishop c3. So yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm totally nitpicking about all of this stuff. Now, bishop e3 is apparently an inaccuracy because of rook takes. Oh, yeah, we lose a tempo here because of the h5 pawn. So we have to take with the queen. But then we get an isolated pawn. Yeah, so that was certainly an inaccuracy. So, and if we take with the rook, we lose the... apparently this is not the best move for black, though, because then I think we can take in the knight e5. We have we sever the connection of the queen defending h5, and then we also attack, and we have a lot of play here. But it was bad because of rook d8 first. Okay, I was really focused before. Like I did a really good puzzle streak, and I played. This is my second game, right? Yeah, so I played the first two games pretty well, but the hunger is overtaking my thought process here. But yeah, anyways, this was not great because of my h5 pawn. So better was knight e5. So what's the long-term plan here? Knight e5. Let's just say he goes king b8. Oh, so we can build up a discovery there. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to move on. These moves really don't matter. I'm really nitpicking over 10, 20 center pawn differences. I want to look at this big blunder I made. So this was, first of all, black blundered because I get to keep that pawn. Yeah, he should have just taken on h5 here. He was scared though because of rook d7, but he's fine here. But yeah, this scared him. But he would have gotten that pawn back. But this was my blunder. F3, really? Apparently, yeah, because apparently this is equal now with proper play. So better, there were three better moves. F4. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, because the F pawn protects the knight protects the G pawn, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. Yeah, so that makes sense. It's kind of funny because that kind of defends everything. The only way the king can underlie all this is this very long journey. But that's a lot of moves to be played. But honestly, that does concern me. Because it can happen. And that is a bit concerning. But by the time it does happen, then we can start attacking other areas. So I'm really surprised about how big of a shift the evals are here, though. There's also king c2. And I think this will just transpose, and we play f4 here. Yeah, it transposes. Yeah, so this still would have... been a bit required some finesse. Okay, and then yeah, so okay, I'm losing my train of thought here. The hunger is taking over. I'm going to play a third game, but I'm sure I will not play it as well as I did the first two games, especially that first game. The first game I like. Okay, so we have a 22-15 opponent. New account, I'm dodging. Yeah. 4 months old and 200 games played. That's a dodge from me. Okay, we have a 2058. 11 years ago. Wow. Okay, let's try Dutch. 11 years. Ooh. Okay, I gotta think here. So I have not played many Londons against the Dutch. We've got all this European opening going. I don't know. Let's go knight f6. And I'm fighting the hunger. And let's not get too low on the clock. So there's an upcoming tournament that I've been thinking about going to, and it's actually one of my the better. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. He's really playing a traditional London. But I don't think I'm going to go to the tournament. It's because I can't, I'm having trouble driving at night. I can't see. I'm getting too old. Okay, I got to focus on the game. I'm wasting time doing nothing. So I think I'm going to go b6 here. And I seriously wasted the first full minute. Like there's no reason I should be thinking here. It's because I'm talking and because I'm hungry and because it's late. I'm playing super slow for no reason. Okay, so knight e4. And then I might have d5. Okay, let's try. I don't know if it's premature. That's the only thing. It might be premature because. Okay, so here I want to trade. And now d6 or knight c6. Can't draw arrows here. I think I want d6 because then e5 is a threat. Ooh, right? Because if I get this in, oh, it's not quite. No, he's got 3 pieces on it. That doesn't do anything except his bishop is almost undefended. Yeah, it's not quite. I would have to play here first. Maybe I should, but maybe I should do that. Oh my God, I could. Oh, you know what? Should I go for it? Okay, okay. So this is obviously a cheapo, but it's not just a cheapo. It's not a hope chess move because it's beneficial because it stops b4. I'm trying to justify it, but the only thing I have to worry about is c5. Yeah, I'm not sure about c5. Okay, I'm going to play it though. But yeah, c5, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sure. This is kind of, it's borderline hope chess. Because c5 seems pretty good for white. Maybe d5. No, then this, hard to kick this knight out. Yeah, and then my c pawn gets weak. This was probably not great. Yeah, I should have restrained myself. He castles into it. So bishop b4. It's such a hollow. So maybe knight a6. Don't know. I want to get the c file open. D5 now. C5. Maybe c5. D5. Okay, d6. Sorry. Okay, yeah, maybe d6. D6 is looking good here, actually. Hello, Tortoise Gaming. Yeah, you're always here late because you're so slow because you're a tortoise, right? But d6, c5, I'm taking. Okay, I think I'm gonna go d6. E5, I'm playing. Sorry, d5, I'm playing e5. Yeah, the c5, I'm really not 100% sure about. Another thing is possibly bishop e4, and if takes knight e2, I would have had d5. He goes there first, so baiting me on g2. So rook h g1. Can I survive that? Should I take it, man? That's dangerous, but why not? Like, I think I can get away with that. I mean, it's greedy. Oh, there's f3. No, sorry, no, you didn't have time for that. Yeah, rook h g1. No, he has to go rook h2. So I take on g2, and then you have to go rook h2, and I just go back home. I don't know. I'm going to take it. It's a dangerous pawn to take, but I don't see why I can't take it. I have adequate defense. Yeah, so I can take here, but that's how greedy do we want to be? Trick or treat, it's Halloween's coming. You know, this is certainly dangerous. For one thing, there's rook g3. And I'm actually surviving that, but it's, good lord, is it dangerous. Good lord, is it dangerous. And even just opening up the H file alone is kind of dangerous, but I think I can take it. I think I can take it. So bishop h3, if rook h1, bishop g4. Actually, no, I would certainly go back to g2, because then I can go back here. So I think, yeah, so I think rook g3 is the greater threat, and then I have bishop g4, and then after f3, I should be okay there. Bishop h5, he doubles up. Yeah. Okay. Greed zone. So the old Dizzy, oh man, you guys aren't familiar with the old Dizzy was super greedy, and I would take pawns just willy-nilly. Okay. I didn't see that. That's good, except I think I might have bishop h4, but he almost just trapped me there. Did that even save me? I don't think he does. He can just retreat. I can go here. Bishop h4, rook g2. Oh, I might barely be surviving there, but then he doubles up. Oh god, I think I'm going to lose here. There might be some other saving move, but I don't really have time to look for it. Yeah, this I think I got too greedy taking on h2. And I only have 3 minutes here, but yeah, because rook g2, I don't know what I'm doing. This was my plan, but do I have g5 there? What? That is interesting though. Because then I'm still under attack. Very interesting. Wow. I might not take the rook. That might be one. That might be one step too greedy. And then I play g5. Oh, that's getting so complicated. Okay, can I? Because I don't think. Maybe that's worth it though, because I get 2 pawns even though I give up. Even though I get okay, I'm going to take it, but just because I have no time, I'm panicking. But I probably should have not. But at the worst, I'm breaking even here. Look at that. So I'll donate. Oh, he's got this check. Okay, I should have went with my first idea. Okay, so he's got this check. How bad do I hate that check? I regret, my previous move. Okay, I'm going to donate the material back, I think. Oh, God. That last one was too greedy, taking the rook. I should have played bishop. What? Okay. That last one was too greedy, though. Yeah, when I took the rook, that was too much. I should have played the bishop h5. I was considering it, and then I looked at my clock and I panicked. That was totally a panic decision. It wasn't even greedy. That was panic when I took the rook. I just wanted to make a move because it burned so much time. So material-wise, that kind of worked out equally, but I have no time on the clock. I have every one of my pawns, though, which is nice. I mean, look at that. I've got every pawn. So I think actually black is better here, but am I really better when I have no time? That's the question. Yeah, black, like I think black on paper is winning, but at what cost? He's 1900 blitz, so he can still play quickly here. Okay, so what's my plan? Do I want to get the knight into here? That doesn't really help bring out the rook. No, I don't know. I need to get the knight into play, and then I can start maybe like g5 type ideas. So maybe knight d7. Yeah, there we go. That's an idea. That's an idea. So I think knight d7 is the move. Connect the rooks, get a piece developed. Yeah. Okay, they might be trying to trap me, but I don't have time to calculate it all. I can escape here. Okay. Yeah, we're going for that square. He's going to try for this. That's not going to work. I don't see my queen getting trapped here. And do they really want to? I have no time. So they're going to win a pawn here. This is probably a bad. This was a bad decision. It's not probably. This was a very bad decision. But I'm just panicking at this point. That was a really bad move. But I just got no time. No time. And just have no time. Check! Oh, God. I should not have allowed myself to get this low on the clock. There's no excuse for that. Oh, he missed. Oh, no, he didn't miss the check, but I can defend it now. I might as well. Oh, I should never have allowed it. This is strong. Winning even. I never should have allowed myself to get this low on the clock. Actually, I have queen. He's still winning the pawn there. Oh, what a terrible thing. Losing to a 2000. Oh, Feels bad, but I deserve it. Playing too slow. Like, I should never have gotten this low in the clock. I took the one pawn. I took the second pawn, and then I took the rook. How greedy can I be? How greedy can I be? A minute and 10 seconds. My opponent's slowing down too, but a minute 10, man, that's no joke. No increment. That's no joke. Try to just break open here. Not a bad idea, except e6 is falling. I can't let e6 fall. Or I shouldn't. Push here. Not the worst idea. Well, that's a good move. I don't want to weaken it, but I had to make a decision. I might come in here. I've got queen g4. 57 seconds. Ugh. He might even be able to take there, actually. Take on h5. He's thinking about it. This check in I think I'm surviving that. I think I'm surviving. I'd be so greedy. But I think I'm surviving that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm surviving that. So I'll pre-move the recapture. And I don't know where he's going here. It's scary though. I mean, that's very scary. And I burned 10 seconds. It's so hard to play this quickly. Maybe I should have moved off. That's kind of a safe move. Yeah, king h8 I could have done. 46 seconds. He's really taking his time, but okay, king h8. So my king is now safe-ish. He's going to go here. But then I can take the bishop. I can give back material. No, but I'm not, I can't afford to give back material. So I guess we'll defend. He'll take this one though, but then his bishop falls. Yeah, I think I'll go rook g8 there. Yeah, he's really slowed down here, giving me a chance. But 42 seconds, and I'm an old, slow man. Wait, old, slow man? Slow, old man might be the better adjective. Okay, we'll do that. And then come in here. Oh, check? Oh, shit. That's game. I missed that. I have to sack the exchange. Yeah, that cost me the game there. I didn't see that. So I don't know what he's thinking about here. The whole reason he did that was to play bishop takes e5. I don't know what he's thinking about here. He doesn't even do it? Very weird. What's he doing? What a blunder. I don't know how he missed that. What a blunder. Actually going to go here. Okay, 24 seconds. Focus time. One of these pawns is dropping. Pre-move this, why not? Oh, he's going to offer the... He really fell off. His rating showed in the end. I mean, well, actually, the whole game he didn't play well. But actually, the game's not over. The game's not over. Shit, T. Not over. It's not over. Stop celebrating until it's over. Come on, wasting time and playing badly. He's going to flag now. Okay. Oh, what? That was a roller coaster, man. Oh, what a weird game. So he gave me G2 and then H2, or it might have been H3, and then I took the rook, and I shouldn't have taken the rook, but I panicked. But whether or not taking the rook was good or not, I spent way too much time. Now, a lot of that time did need to be spent because I had to calculate if I could take on G2. But I think even before I took on G2, I think I was a bit slow on the clock. Didn't I waste the first minute of that game? I think I did, right? And it was he played London against my Dutch. Yeah, because I was talking about how I was hungry. That was like the first minute. It took me a little while to get into the game, but yeah, I wasted a lot of time there. And then things got really dangerous once I took his rook. That was I don't think that was good for me. I think that was a mistake, and I somehow survived that. I think I was always worse there. Well, I mean, it was actually no. I think I had a decent position, but it was not clear. And then, but then in the end game, he played really slow because he had more than 3 times as much time as I did. And then he played really slow, and then he made a lot of mistakes. Like at the end, he made so many blunders, and he let me catch up. Like there was no way. He should not have lost that game. All he had to do was play solid and not spend so long at the end there. Yeah, time management is my biggest issue. Is this your first time in my stream? The Inner Circle, is that a new username? Because any regular viewer of mine knows that I'm super slow. I'm a really slow man. Slow player. Okay, I'll put the heater on tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at that game from the beginning. It was not a clean game. So the Dutch against the London, and nothing to see here, folks. I did this A5 move, which I don't think is actually good because I don't know what I was going to do against C5. So here, I played A5. I justified it because I don't really want white to play B4, but at the same token, the C5, like what are we doing against C5? If I take it, he has this open D file. And his queen opens up on the A1 H8 diagonal. So I don't know. Maybe I should have just played D6 here. And but he castled. Then I played D6. Yeah. Then I spent time because I remember I spent time on A5, and then I also spent time taking on G2, which did require some calculation. And then I took the second pawn, which is, I mean, taking the G pawn I figured actually is safe, but then taking the second pawn, that may have been a bit greedy, possibly. But I did calculate this too, and it seemed to be okay. That I seemed to get away with it. But then he sacks the exchange here with f3, which pragmatically speaking might have been smart because it really burned a lot of my time. By the way, this is a shared wall, so I hope, because it's 12:30 a.m., I hope I'm not disturbing the neighbor. But I've never heard anybody. This place is really quiet, so hopefully they don't hear me. Because, yeah, I've never heard anybody on either side of me. But I'm always worried about, I don't like to disturb people. So, yeah, so here, yeah, I took the rook. But I was thinking about bishop h5, but then I got concerned about rook g h3. And then I saw that I had g5 there, but I still got scared. But that's probably what I should have played. But then I looked at my clock and I panicked. Yeah, I probably should have played bishop h5 here because I won 2 pawns. I don't need more. Yeah, but I took it. And possibly taking was good, but yeah, and then yeah, no, this, I don't know, this is probably still good. I mean, this is probably winning for black. Because white doesn't really have any attack. And we have every pawn. So mathematically, I think we're up 1 point of value here. But we have 2 connected passed pawns. So this is really, this should be better for black. But I was so low on the clock here. I had like 2 minutes versus 6. Yeah, develop my knight. Aiming for this lovely e4 square. This was a mistake. I regretted it the second I played it. Because I would just, my logic was, or maybe not my logic, but my line of thinking was I just wanted to kind of trade material so he has fewer attacking pieces. But I'm just losing a pawn here, and I'm just helping his queen get active. In hindsight, I don't know, maybe king f7 actually looks pretty good. Getting the king safer, and then I can start like running these pawns. So possibly king f7 instead, or I like king f7. Maybe if it was h6 too, you know, threatening g5. Maybe h6 or h5 or king f7. I think these would have, or knight h5 too is actually decent. I think he might have to play bishop h2. So these would have been better options. And yeah, this was all scary, especially with low time on the clock. So I offered him a pawn here. Oh, I guess I didn't really have much of a choice. It's probably the best decision there. Yeah, I didn't really have much choice. He declines it. I don't know if he should have declined it. He probably should have went for it because, yeah, I think he should have went for it here. Oh, you think in a circle so that we can see what the engine thinks after. Yeah, because I do think black was better there, but we'll see. And this was a scary move to have to play with little time on the clock. But what else am I going to do? It felt like I had to play it. And I think this was all good. Except, yeah, I have no idea. This was a big, I don't know why and he thought for a long time here too. Why would you not play bishop takes e5? Like anyone would see this. If you flip the board, why would you not play bishop takes e5? And he thought for like 40 seconds or something, it felt like. because I would have to play rook f6 here and sack the exchange. Really weird. Weird. He just didn't see it. Okay. So I was lucky he didn't see it. And then, well, just traded everything. And, well, this is just easily winning. Even if he didn't have... Like, even if his rook was defending this pawn, or it's just easily winning for many reasons. And, well, this was easy to... Actually, no, I started to celebrate around here, too, which I'm working on trying to stop doing. Celebrating too early. Because we were both down to like 18 seconds or like 15 seconds. And, well, I should not be celebrating here. And, well, obviously we're winning here, but yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at that with the engine. Let that run, and then I'll look at it. So what, did I win all of my games? I think so. But my opponents were low rated. So my first game, yeah, I won the first game, and I won the second game. Yeah, and then I won the third game. Yeah, but they were all lower rated, I think. No, my second opponent was higher rated. Okay, wow, look at the graph. This Citadel, and then this Pit. Okay. Mate and 6. There was a mate and 6 at one point. Okay. 2147. Not terrible. Not terrible. Okay, so from the top. So this was all fine. A5 was actually, yeah, it was okay. Oh, I didn't see silver. Okay. Yeah. Good night, Silver Sun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping. Bye. I'm leaving after the analysis of this game. Anyways, try to find something to eat, and then I will go to bed. Okay, so he castles. Yeah. So what would I have done if C5? That's what I was concerned about. Apparently, this is a mistake. Knight A6. And what's the point there? Oh, we're just attacking C5? Oh. Ah, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we had knight A6. Whoops. But what else did we have? We had the same idea. We take and then knight A6. Okay, I didn't see that. And apparently, yeah. So I didn't see that. But he castled. D6 was good. So I want to also look, where did I spend all my time? So the first minute was a waste of time, and then this was all good. And then I spent this was too slow. This A5, way too slow. A minute and 10 seconds, not worth 10% of my time there. And then I spent too long on D6 as well. 45 seconds on D6 was too slow. And then I spent a minute here. Now, to be fair, this one did require some investment of time. Yeah. And taking this pawn was a blunder. It was too greedy. It wants to just be happy with the one pawn. Yeah, and I missed rook h1. That was partly why. I missed rook h1. Okay, so it was too greedy, eh? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, and then this was all fine. Now taking the rook is actually the best move, but I was not sure. So this would have actually been a mistake. Because here I thought I had g5. Whoops. We have to stay on this bishop. Wait. No, I'm confused. Why are we still okay here? But yeah, he does get the bishop back eventually because of f4. So that's why it doesn't work. So this was actually the better way, and this was all good. So here I think I said that I thought that black was actually a bit better here, and Inner Circle said that white was better. Neither of us is right. It's actually equal, which is funny. So it's actually just equal here, balanced. And yeah, I hated this. And this, yeah, this was bad. This is bad. Any other move would have been better. And then he blundered. No, I blundered with queen g2. This was a blunder. This loses the game because of rook g1, which is what he played. And then knight g5. So he thought for 2 minutes on rook f1. I'm going to go back there. Here. Just okay, sorry, I'm just cross-referencing some things here. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so I mean, this is not so obvious. So queen g2 allows rook g1. And then, yeah, he should have taken the pawn here. But queen g2 is also, it's actually the top engine move, queen g2. That's weird, queen g2. Like, yeah, this was kind of weird. Like, if I'm white, I'm just taking on e6 there, but. Yeah, this is frustrating because queen g2 isn't immediately obvious that it's a bad move. So better was queen f5. Makes more sense though, because we in the other line, yeah, in this line we do end up losing the e6 pawn. So that's why it's a mistake, because we can't control the e6 pawn anymore. If we had gone to h3, still knight g5. So yeah, that's why it doesn't work, or that's why it's bad. But yeah, this was a weird move from white. I don't know. To me, that's a strange move to play. And then he plays rook h1. So I play h5. Yeah, I mean everything is losing here for black. I didn't think it was +3 though. I thought maybe white's better, but I thought like +1, maybe +1.5. I didn't think it was +3.5. I guess the reason is the queen can infiltrate here, which he didn't do. E5 is a mistake. It wants me to play rook a e8, probably to start defending this way. But I had 57 seconds, and he gives me this check. And then, yeah, this was so weird. He spent 40 seconds. Oh, no, sorry, not here. But it was so strange how slow he was playing. So this was a blunder because of bishop takes e5. I had to play something else, but this was so weird. He spent 30 seconds, and he didn't go bishop takes e5. He just didn't see it. I don't know why. So strange. Yeah, and this is Now, I guess rook takes f8 was better. This is actually a mistake because of knight takes. There was this situation to. Oh, yeah, there was this. So it's equal. So I should have taken here. But I had 30 seconds. I had 30 seconds here. Yeah, it's scary to leave the queens on, though, to be fair, especially when I don't have any time. But, yeah. And, yeah. Okay, I'm getting tired now, so I'm going to leave it there. 2 hour, 20-minute stream, not bad. So as a recap, I did Puzzle Streak of 36. It was a good session. I did it pretty quickly, I think 25 minutes or something. Then I played 3 rapid games. I won them all, but there were mistakes in all of them. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. It's getting late. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow. See you next time. Take it easy.